Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Key Production, and yeah, the month of February is coming to a close, and it's time for me to show you what I got for the month of February. There's some great titles I got in the month of February. One of them is a big box set released by Sony, and I think you know what it is. It's just sold out immediately, so I don't think you can get it anymore. But anyway, February is an okay month, but although what made the month worth it is the physical media that helped me get through the month, even though I spent my money, but whatever. But yeah, I can't believe that February is about to close because March is a really big release for films. That is the Batman. Yes, I am going to do the review on that film. Cannot wait. I'm going to watch it on Tuesday at the time of recording. I mean, if you've seen this video already, I mean, that means I have already seen the Batman. So, cool. But yeah, there's some great stuff. You got steelbooks, 4K, some upgrades that I upgraded from the Blu-ray to 4K. Some Blu-rays, I see 3 Blu-rays, so the majority of the haul is just 4K really, and honestly that's pretty cool. I mean I love Blu-rays, don't get me wrong, but 4K is now that I'm in right now. Anyways, let's get right into it. Let's get to the big one out of the way. We have the Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection Edition released by Sony, and I was so worried I was not gonna get this because I pre-ordered this on Amazon and it said not yet shipped. I was like, oh my god, this thing's already out because I've seen a lot of people that I know on Instagram that they got this, and I was one of them that have not yet received yet. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous set, and thankfully it arrived in my storage step, safe and sound. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous set. Beautiful clear slip cover, and it replicates as the Ghost Trap. One of the most iconic props in the film franchise. And this includes Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, and Ghostbusters Afterlife. It does not include Ghostbusters Answer the Call, the 2016 Paul Feig film, which not a fan at all. I'm kind of glad that was not included. And it's a great looking box set. So it opened up like a ghost trap, which is honestly kind of freaking cool idea. Here you go. The doors are magnetic, so it's pretty cool that it shuts perfectly. So there's a magnetic part of it. And I know this thing is out of the way. And yeah, there it is. We got Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and the special feature disc, which is include tons of extras that's previously released on the Blu-ray. But there's some new stuff in there. Some television cuts. I believe it's a television cut. There's some new cuts of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 that had never been released before, which is really exciting, and the making of Ghostbusters booklet. So it's a really thick booklet. So this is a great, great, beautiful release. And when you check this content out, it light up. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a beautiful release by Sony. So this is definitely a collector piece in my collection, and it was time for me to upgrade the first 2 Ghostbusters because I actually love Ghostbusters, and I really enjoy Ghostbusters 2. It's not great, and I sold my digibook because I don't need to double dip, so this is a great addition to my collection. And here's what it includes. Ghostbusters, it has its own unique slip covers, so it's only exclusive in the box set. But other than that, it's the same. Here it is, Ghostbusters. Love Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2. I actually really enjoyed Ghostbusters 2. It's not great, but I actually really enjoyed it, so yeah. And then the more recent Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I actually loved. And this is what the film's supposed to be in 2016. But yeah, we got the female lead, which I don't mind the female lead, but the story is not great. To be honest, yeah, Ghostbusters. I feel like this is the edition you can, still everywhere on Best Buy, Target. So, but the only difference is the slip cover is different. Different cover, blah, 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 and all that. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So yeah, that's the case. And then we have the special features, packaging. So we have special feature disc, disc 1, disc 2, and some great interior artwork. Here it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And lastly but not least, the Making Ghostbuster book. This is a really thick, nice, thick book. I don't know how many pages. 200 something pages. So 220 pages. Yeah, it's really nice, meaty page all about the making of the Ghostbusters, and there's some excerpt of the script, because I love that kind of stuff. I love seeing script, how it was written, that is page to screen, which is actually pretty cool. How they executed on the screen, which is honestly that's something I'm really fan of. I'm a screenwriter too, so I like to write script whenever I feel like it, and yeah, this is awesome. Bonus point right here. So overall, great set. Is worth every penny that I paid for. Just love Ghostbusters franchise. I'm one of the few people who actually liked Ghostbusters 2. It's not great, but I really enjoyed the movies. And the Ghostbusters Afterlife was a really great fresh of air. It's great. It's a great solid entry to the franchise that deserved to be part of the franchise. And I'm hoping they can make the sequel to that film, because I think Ghostbusters Afterlife is a good movie, and hopefully, there you go. So yeah, that's the set. Great release. Just a worthy added to my collection, a worthy set into my collection. So it's beautiful. So yeah, that's Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection. So yeah. Since Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection is the new release title, let's go to the new release title that came out in the month of February. And we're going to start with the banger, that is La La Land's 4K Steelbook. This is an upgrade. I'm not selling my Blu-ray copy because that's the Target exclusive release that includes the Q&A that is not available on Blu-ray 4K and this 4K. So I'm going to keep that. But this is a gorgeous Steelbook release by Lionsgate, who has been killing it with the Steelbook releases, and I already pre-ordered the Hunger Games collection set, which looks beautiful. And these are the Best Buy exclusives. Obviously, this is a gorgeous release. I pre-ordered immediately, $20 for it, and this is one of my favorite films of all time. I saw it in theaters on my birthday week. It was really special, and I just absolutely adore this release. It's just gorgeous all around. When this was announced, perfect, because I was planning to get the 4K. I was planning to upgrade the 4K. It's just, there's nothing more I can say about La La Land. It's just, this film is so special. It's my favorite films of all time, and I think La La Land should have won Best Picture over Moonlight. I do love Moonlight. Moonlight is a great film, but I think La La Land is better. But yeah, I'm happy to upgrade one of my favorite films on 4K, and yeah, La La Land, really special. And this just came out recently, this past Tuesday. That's The Hurt Locker. Have not seen it, so I have no opinions on this film, but I heard really great, and this is one of the Best Picture winners. And this is another great, gorgeous subcover. Just beautiful. Jenny Renner, Anthony Mackie is in it. Directed by Catherine Bigelow, who did Point Break. Yeah. This would be my first time watch. So comment below the thing of Hurt Locker. I'm really excited to watch this for the first time. So it's one of the few Best Picture winners I have not seen yet. So that's really exciting. That's The Hurt Locker. Looper, directed by Rian Johnson. I was really excited when this was announced that's coming out on 4K, and I sold my regular Blu-ray because I don't need that Blu-ray anymore, and all the extras are being poured over. This is a fantastic sci-fi dystopian kind of film, time travel film. It's great. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is great. Bruce Willis is great. One of his better roles in the most recent years, even though he has given up lately. A lot of direct-to-DVDs movies that Bruce Willis has been making lately. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm a big fan of Looper. So good. So freaking good. And Emily Blunt is in this movie. I actually forgot Emily Blunt is in this movie. Yeah, I'm really dying to revisit this movie. I think I'm in the right mood for me to revisit this movie. I remember watching this movie for the first time long ago. That's 14, 13, something like that. And I was just blown away by the story and by the performances and the execution by the end of the film. It's just blown me away. And that's how I discovered Rian Johnson, the name Rian Johnson, into my brain. And I have become a big fan of his work. From Knives Out to Last Jedi. Yes, I'm a big fan of The Last Jedi. Go at me if you want to. But yeah, Looper. The Kingsman. I saw this movie in an early press screening, and I actually really enjoyed the prequel to The Kingsman. And it's not bad, nor is not the best in the Kingsman franchise. It's definitely better than The Golden Circle, even though I do enjoy the Kingsman sequel. But this is a solid prequel, and starring Ralph Fiennes, who I adore, and Yeah, this is a solid entry in the franchise, and I'll be perfectly okay if they're able to do a sequel to this era of the Kingsman, the beginnings of the Kingsman, if you will. I really enjoyed it. It's great. I love the cover in the 4K. So yeah, and also it looked great on the spine next to my the Kingsman box 4K two film box set. So yeah, so happy to add this to my collection. The Eternals, started by Chloe Zhao. I was so happy to finally own this on physical media in my home, so I can watch this every day. I have not revisited this movie yet on 4K, but I still like this movie. I think it's a good movie. It's not perfect by any means, but I love the characters. I love the world building that the Eternals is. And I'm one of the few people who actually know what Eternals is before going in and watching this movie for the first time in theaters. And yeah, I really perfectly enjoyed this movie. It's just a fun sci-fi, fantasy like movie. I really enjoyed the third act of the film. I love the score, and it's beautifully directed by Chloe Zhao. That she gave us beautifully imagery. That is just like a painting. There's so many great shots, imagery in this movie, and I'm sure it can look great on 4K. I just have to own this into my MCU, which is growing. Next one is Spider-Man No Way Home, and I cannot wait to add that to the MCU collection. So yeah, Eternals. The Green Mile, that by Frank Darabont. Fantastic, 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 fantastic film. Tom Hanks, one of his best roles, and Michael Clark Duncan, is it? Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan gives one of the most emotional, empowering performance of his career, and this is a beautiful yet heartbreaking film, based on a story by Stephen King, and I actually prefer, because I don't know, because I love the Shawshank Redemption, but I actually prefer the Green Mile over the Shawshank Redemption, even though I love them both equally. Yeah, I was so happy to see that they're finally releasing the Green Mile onto 4K, and I was happy to sell my Blu-ray copy and retire that, and just this is the new definitive edition. Even though it's the same on disc content, so all the extras are completely the same. There's nothing new to it, but I heard the 4K transfer is excellent, so really decided to revisit this movie, even though it's 3 hours long. So I gotta, find the right time for me to revisit this movie. I remember watching this movie for the first time in a young age when I was 14. When I saw this movie for the first time, I was just mind blown by the direction and the story too, and the performance too. It just immediately grabbed my attention when I first watched this movie for the first time. And the ending, I will never forget the ending in the movie. It's just, I was mind blown, in awe basically, and it's a beautiful film. Encanto. Love this movie. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I absolutely adore this movie. I love the music. The character is great. Mighty Bed as the main lead is fantastic. Yeah, I just happy to add it to my ever-growing Disney Animation Studio film line in my collection right there. But yeah, this is a must day. This is a must get for me. A day one purchase. I love this cover. It's so bumpy. It's beautiful. Oh my god. I love you, Disney. The last two of the new release titles are Scream Factory. So this isn't an upgrade. We got The Howling. I have seen this movie. I think it's a great film. That's by John Dante. It's starring Dee Wallace. Oh, Dee Wallace. Yeah, I absolutely love this movie. It's really good. My only gripe with this release, I kind of wish we get the reversal cover art. This really didn't, so kind of like similar to the Prince of Darkness and They Live, but I'm a-okay, so I'm happy to own this. That has special features. Oh my god, my copy of The Howling is part of the double feature that include The Fog, and that release is a one disc release. That means two films share a disc, so that sucks. So the compression issues is not good. And also it's bare bones. So let me show you what that release is. Screen to the collection is right here. Boom, boom, boom. This release, the Scream Queen double feature release, that include The Fog and The Howling. They include the original Blu-ray cover, but there's no extras. It's just bare bones. And the only thing that's very disappointing about this release is that two films share a one disc. I did not like that at all. Even though I got it for $5 at Walmart, I do not like that at all. So I was happy when Scream Factory was announced that it's coming out in 4K. This is my opportunity for me to get the slipcover and the extras. So, because I'm a sucker for the special features. I'm kind of that kind of guy who would love to watch special features, the making of documentary, the interviews, the featurettes, behind the scenes, commentaries. I love those kind of things. That's what makes physical media amazing because you get to know how this film was made or have a little information about the film as well. So yeah, The Howling. Love this movie. Really good. Alligator. This is a blind buy. I got this because I wanted to add it to my Scream Factory collection, and I heard. I mean, I'm a sucker for creature feature movies, and this is an Alligator on the Loose, I believe, starring Robert Forster. I had to get it. This one, however, does have reversal cover. Thank you, Scream Factory. Please do that more. Yeah. Like this is a 3 disc set. There's tons of extras. So I'm gonna go in knowing nothing about this movie. So I'm planning to watch it tonight. But I'm kind of really excited because this looks so much fun, and I heard the 4K transfer is excellent too. So that had me really excited a little bit more. So yeah, that's Alligator. The next two are new release titles, but they're Blu-rays. So we have one of my child favorites, that is Hey Arnold, the movie. This finally came on Blu-ray for the first time. And Jimmy Neutron and the first three Rugrats movie are coming out on Blu-ray really, really soon in the month of March. And I'm really excited because these were my childhood, the Nickelodeon movies. You know, SpongeBob movie, Hey Arnold, the Rugrats, Jimmy Neutron. I saw Jimmy Neutron in theaters, the movie, obviously. I saw this movie on VHS as a kid and immediately fell in love. And I saw the show too as a kid too. Even though I was not a big fan of the show, but I did watch the show as a kid. I was more of Drake and Josh kind of guy when I was a kid. But yeah, when this was announced, I was really, really excited. But my only problem with this release is that this is the Blu-ray on demand. So it's not a official release by Paramount that you can get in stores. You have to order online to get them in your collection. And yeah, you can tell it's not a actual Paramount official release, but it is a BDR, Blu-ray on demand. Even though I checked on the disc, it's just regular Blu-ray disc. It's not like a BDR disc. You can see, but yeah, it's a regular Blu-ray disc. But I hope the transfer is good. I hope the video quality is good. So, but other than that, I absolutely love this movie, and I'm happy to add it to finally in my Blu-ray collection in my animation section. And I cannot wait to have the Rugrats first three movies on Blu-ray and Jimmy Neutron the movie on Blu-ray. I cannot wait to add that to my collection. Just these were my childhood, so yeah, that's here on the movie. Lastly but not least, in the new release title, we have Murder on the Orient Express. Not the Kenneth Branagh version. This is the film directed by Sidney Lumet, and this film came out in 1974. So this is the 70s version of the Murder on the Orient Express. The main reason I got this Blu-ray because it's directed by Sidney Lumet, who has become one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. You know, obviously from Fell Safe, 12 Angry Men, just The Dark Day Afternoon. Phenomenal filmmaker. I just completely adored him, and his direction style is just beautiful, especially with 12 Angry Men and Fell Safe. Which both films are excellent. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend. So I'm really, really excited to see his take on the Murder of the Orient Express. So yeah, this is released by Paramount, and this just released on Blu-ray for the first time. So really, really excited to watch this on his take, his version on the Murder on the Orient Express. The first one is the film I'm really, really excited to watch, that is starring James Stewart, the ever awesome James Stewart as Harvey. This is a black and white film. I know nothing about it, but I know that James Stewart's in it, and that's all I can say. But I'm really excited to watch this for the first time. I know I'm going to enjoy this one because James Stewart's in it, and I love James Stewart. So yeah, this is great. I'm going to save the two items for last because they're awesome. But the next three are 4Ks, and these are upgrades from the Blu-rays that I still own because these are Steven Spielberg movies, and I'm restarting the collection of Steven Spielberg films, this time on 4K. All I need is, I'm missing one. Oh, I'm missing the post, which is already out, and I want to get it before too late. Other than that, I have all the Steven Spielberg movies on 4K as of already released. They had not yet released all of his films on 4K yet, and they just recently announced that Duel is coming out on 4K really really soon. But we don't know which company they're going to do that. They're going to release that, and I'm really excited. I'm hoping, 1941, The Color Purple, Empire of the Sun comes out on 4K really soon, like Amistad, and Minority Report. I cannot believe Minority Report had not yet released on 4K. I thought it did, but it did not. Hopefully, War Horse get released on 4K because I love War Horse, so good. So let's get into it. So the first one is Hook. Love this movie. I absolutely love it. Sadly, I was a bit late with the slipcover. I really hope I got the slipcover. I was hoping. I ordered it on Amazon for $14. It was time. I cannot believe I missed out on the slipcover. I love this movie. I adored it. Childhood right here. So that's Hook. Schindler's List. I got this on Best Buy. It was $15, $14. I was like, you know what? Let me get this. Am I going to revisit this movie anytime soon? Nope. Am I going to revisit this movie like 5 years late on the line? Yeah. Because I did revisit this movie for the second time since forever. That's 2021. My first time watching this movie, that was back in 2013 or 12 or 14, somewhere around that time when I got the Blu-ray for the first time. That was my one-time watch, and I saw it again recently. Revisit this movie, 2021, and because I was doing this binge, I'm marathoning all the Steven Spielberg movies, from his first film Duel all the way to the most recent West Side Story, and I did that in the entirety of 2021. And I also mentioned Junior because I had not seen all of his films, and most of his films were my first time watches, and this was my second time watch. So I'm glad I did revisit this movie, and it's a powerful, powerful film. But I'm really looking forward to revisiting this movie when I have the time to do so. But this is 3 hours long, 3 hours and 60 minutes. But honestly, I want to know what the 4K looks like. So yeah. And then we got Close Encounter of the Third Kind. I want to get this particular edition over the standalone edition because this is a pretty cool edition of a fantastic film. But when you press the button, John Williams, man. But yeah, the main reason I got this edition because one is like a deluxe packaging, but two, it comes with a slipcover. So I don't think you can get the slipcover anymore. So yeah, that's the main reason why I got this because it came with a slipcover. It's shiny, holographic. Look at that, ooh, shiny. And also, this is a definitive edition because my Blu-ray copy does not have the extras, does not have the special features and all that. This edition, however, does have special features, which I'm really, really excited to watch because there's a making of documentary, there's Steven Spielberg 30 years of Close Encounters, there's featurettes, and my nose is itchy, sorry about that. And also, it comes with 3 cuts of this movie. We have the theatrical cut, special edition, and the director cut. So, yeah, the Blu-ray does have, the Blu-ray that I own does have all the cuts. It's just the extras that they don't have, the extras of the movie. Which I got mad that they didn't have the extras of the movie. But yeah, I love this movie. It's such a, I'm trying to, my god, the booklet's hindering the slipcover. There you go. Awesome release, beautiful release. Yeah, I was eyeing on this particular release for the longest. When this release came out, I was like, I want this release, but I didn't have the money for it. But now I got it. So this was a birthday gift from me to me. I ordered this on my birthday, but it came late. So finally arrived safely in my apartment. Yeah, this is a great, beautiful release. So yeah, look at that, awesome. Just yeah, I saved the best 2 releases for last, and these 2 4K releases were from the A24 shop, and these are exclusive to the A24 shop. So that's the only way you can get them. The first one, this just released like I believe last month. That's Lamp, starring Yumi Van Pace, and this is the A24 exclusive shop. This is the 4K edition. I had to make sure that I got the 4K, and I did. And I had not seen this movie. I was originally gonna plan to watch this movie in theaters, but I missed out. For whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't miss out. Like similar to The Lighthouse, I was originally gonna watch this in theaters, but that didn't happen. So I had to wait until they come out on Blu-ray, and it was only gonna be A24 exclusive shop. So yeah, this is a beautiful release. Very, kind of very Criterion-esque packaging, which I love. Come the booklet, the 4K, the extras, and all that. It's a great release. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie for the first time because I have not seen it. It looks, from the trailer that I saw, looks very interesting and looks like my cup of tea. So really excited to watch that. And then lastly but not least, Midsommar, the director cut. Oh my gosh! I've been eyeing on this particular set for quite some time when this was announced and released. I believe last year. Midsommar is a film I absolutely adore, directed by Ari Aster, and this is director cut, which I have not seen. I still own the regular Blu-ray released by Lionsgate, which I believe is just a theatrical cut. So this included the director cut that is only exclusively in A24 shop online. So it's beautiful. It's hard to get out the packaging. There you go. It's just the texture is really nice. Hardback and it's kind of like a digital packaging. It's beautiful. The main picture is right here. That's a disc right there, and then it's a booklet. I won't show you because there's some nudity in this. So yeah, you have to see it for yourself when you buy it on 4K. Yeah. There you have it, guys. That's everything I want to picture for the month of February. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. Link below. Have a great one. Take care.